You already know what it is. 237, no place like home.
Catch
me on the stoop, baby. And
237.
today,
237.
Up
the ante a
little. Yeah.
See what you're doing? See what you're doing? See what you're doing?
Yeah.
Today we got legends in the bill on the stoop.
On the stoop.
On the stoop.
They're smack in the middle of the hood, baby.
Yeah.
In the middle of BK. Spell me M1 right here, man. I'm home, man.
Talk that talk.
What's up, Britt? What's up?
Yeah, this your boy Umi right here, sitting in the cut like always. You know what I'm saying? RBG'd up.
I heard y'all up here popping some corn. That's what we call it. Y'all popping corn. You know what I'm saying? Popping that politics. What's going on?
Now, y'all got a show tonight.
We do.
In the town.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you got such a legendary career as y'all do, you know what I'm saying? Well, what can a fella expect coming to a show like this tonight?
Well, look, we were asked by some good organizers because you know, coming up here for the last, like, we celebrating 25 years of our debut album next year. So those people,
let's get that for that first. 25 years.
So those people who we came up with here and all they own spots and doing things, and since they see what's happening in the world the same way we do, we feel like we got a responsibility to stand on our platform and do what we do. Let the poppers pop, let the breakers break, let the organizers organize. They called me to get on the microphone for a couple of minutes and say some words about situations that are happening in Palestine, which we're aware of, in Congo, which less people are aware of, and Sudan.
Yes.
And basically just kind of like, you know, focusing our attention on what matters the most. So that's the reason why we're here.
Salute. Because you know, we did a little homework. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, you lived in here.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? You grew up the block.
Right there, over there, right there.
Now, I gotta ask him the question.
Okay.
You from up the block.
I didn't do it. I don't know what you're saying, but
we ain't accusing you of nothing. We just want to ask you something. We ain't accusing you of nothing.
Yeah.
Now, Albany Project.
Albany Project, indeed.
What do you consider Albany Projects? What neighborhood when you grew up?
Albany Projects?
Yeah. Cause you was here.
Yeah.
You was here till you went to high school. You was here.
For you. Look, so
I want to hear this. I want to hear
it too.
This is interesting.
So, I mean, we could call that Crow Hill. It could be the bottom of Crown Heights. It could be. But that's the style.
See, I told you.
There was no wrong or right answer.
That's
Everybody answers different.
Yeah.
That's
there was
the
no
style.
wrong or right answer.
Yeah, that's what I know is the style.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, times have changed since he's been here.
What are they calling it these days?
It depends on who you talk to. Everybody has a different answer.
Now, Brooklyn has changed dramatically. I remember Fort Greene used to be Fort Greene. Remember Fort Greene used to be Fort Greene? Remember downtown was different? I mean, look right here where we at, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dramatic difference.
Now it's like
Stuyvesant
Heights and some
And certain parts here, depending on, and if you over here,
you gotta add your own. Now, let's say, where you from?
Well, originally I'm from Alabama. You know what I mean? I came a long way up. You know what I mean? But I've been in New York. I've been in New York for a minute. You know, like '99 I got here. So
you been here. You here?
Talking 20.
You here?
20 joints like that. Yeah.
Been here for a minute.
So you got to see all of these changes also.
Oh, absolutely. I came here, you know, and the nigga couldn't really just walk freely down Malcolm X. He was on Malcolm X.
No doubt.
You might get your lunch taken. Absolutely.
We live in Brownsville. We live in Brownsville. And Brownsville's still Brownsville right now.
Brownsville still Brownsville. That shit like Zion right now.
Real talk.
The last place right there.
Always been the forgotten.
Well, they set Brownsville up for failure. Like, you know, and I think when you look at when you really start observing cities, not just New York, but cities in general, they did that intentionally. You know what I'm saying? And
everywhere's got a Brownsville.
Everywhere, you know. So if you even look at the bottom of the LES, if you look at the bottom of where Manhattan starts and these little craters, they did the same thing. You know what I mean? They put these just infinite like signs of projects and these ways that make it difficult for us to get out. You know what I'm saying? And so we just
I
gotta
always-
be aware of it. You
I
know.
always mention Nas' album. I always mention it was written. Like it was written. It really was written. What's going on in these streets?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man.
He probably look. This is what the real deal is, that hip hop always been prophetic. He had his finger on the pulse, but I mean, for that fact, you know, give it up to Rakim, who came before him, and even all them Queens niggas, Coogee Rap, where hit the whole they all were prophetic, which is a line, and I think that's what, you know, if I don't mind digressing, I think that's what we're not doing today. We're not really standing on that square to be able to look with the long view and say, look, this how we see it. This what it is. You don't got to be right about it.
Right.
Nas wasn't right about everything he's seen from his project window, but he definitely had a real view. And today we not getting none of that. And I think that's what, for real. I don't get no introspection, no vision from. Tell me what Offset think about what's gonna happen. Tell me. And I know nothing against Offset. I just don't hear it from them. I need to hear, you know. And I know they grew up with the same albums. He know Illmatic. You know what I'm saying?
More than you need to hear it. The young ones need to hear it, because that charges them into where they need to be as men.
Yeah, I want to hear what
you know what I'm saying. And I think as you talk about that, the labels and the music shit reflects that. You know what I'm saying. Look at what's going on in the label industry behind the. I'm a behind the business nigga, so if you check my shit, it's gonna be hard to find. I'm FBI file type nigga. You know what I'm saying? redacted. And in that light, if you really start studying shit, you know, you understand it's a handful of commerce going on that's behind the music shit. They got everything locked up in these vaults. And then if you talk about the music game itself, it's just a fly by night thing. It's nothing that's sticking to. It's no meat on the bones. It's not sticking
For us. For us.
No, not just for us. But
Nah, but Sony, they eating all the meat off the bone.
Well,
them niggas keep eating they fat.
You talking about Sony? You talking about the meat and potatoes for us?
Well, monetarily, and then there's a few people that actually get it too. I ain't talking about monetary. I'm talking about actually the meat for the cushion for motherfuckers to move forward in their life, the knowledge. The aspirations that we had when we listened to the fucking Chris and Rakim and what we came up on, you know, and all the music, and some music was fun, some music was super gangster, Coogee Rap, like it was, but it was balanced, and I think without that balance, it becomes difficult for us to navigate as young motherfuckers, you know, as we start using hip hop as a navigation guide, it becomes real fucked up, you know what I'm saying?
It'd be like sitting on us this panel and we all had the same perspective. That would be real fucking boring. You feel what I'm saying? And we don't. You know what I'm saying? And I respectfully, and not in the most disrespectful way like they be saying respectfully, fuck you. Nah, real respectfully, I really hear you. And I hear y'all. And that matters. Today I hear one selection, thin, narrow point of view. But anyway, you know.
I always say there's no longevity music no more. Like,
you feel me?
There's no longevity music.
I'm saying. I'm looking for it. I'm listening. I love Killer Mike. I love that, but he not from their school. I'm glad he won the Grammy this year, but he not. That's why he can make something like that that's outstanding.
Mike from us.
He from us. So again,
transition.
But he's saying no. There's nobody from their school that's making you
forever music.
For thought. Like you know, when you listen, you talk about your Mikes, you talk about your Goody Mob, you talk about their Prez. No, those guys are from our school. It's newer generation, and we get it. You know what I'm saying? You guys are out there saying, yo, we can get the money because we got accessibility. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know, it's twofold. It's a great thing to have accessibility to everything, but then it's not great because you aren't giving the people.
That's right.
Some food.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying that, you know, those guys are bad rappers or bad entertainers, but you got to give the people.
No, but some of them are bad rappers, and some of them are
That's why I said. That's
and
why
it's
I said
okay.
not saying all of them, but you know, some of them are. Of course.
You know what's crazy is rest in peace Rico Wade, Dungeon Family, family. Through his recent passing, I was able to identify the place in history, because we all are very aware that Future was part of the Dungeon Family. They called him Big Head. He was in the dungeon. He ain't cut no records, but he was Big Head in the dungeon, right? Wow, what a son to have. What a departure. He ain't saying absolutely nothing. And the same thing every single time. It's a disgrace to me, to the Dungeon Family legacy, to see that Future is the biggest thing that came out of the dungeon. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That he can come back when the Lambo playing nothing music. I mean, you literally can't understand one word. You know what I mean? Respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Respect. But you really don't know. You can't say this is the lyric for him.
Mhm.
And he came from the dungeon family. That's crazy. Like, ain't that wild? That's a wild reality right there.
Wow.
But I think I identify that one place as the place where like there was a departure. This is became that, and the rest of that was history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was Outkast Dungeon Family, and that's just in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure that happened in every city.
Everywhere.
Every city.
Family.
You know, was like, all right, that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On to the next thing. Yeah. On to the next thing. Real fast.
And when you look at it, because we always say that we write the narrative for the culture, but we don't control the culture.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing when it comes to these corporations, these big companies, these big people that's controlling the culture. They actually get to put the bullshit out there, the watered down shit that, you know what I'm saying, that ain't giving you no substance.
Yeah, it's intentional, man.
Yeah.
Or at least benefit from it, right? This is my thing. We talking 50 years of hip hop. And you're right. And it's crazy you say that we don't own shit. We don't got one institution.
Yeah.
This is fucked up, right?
Yeah.
When you look at it, and I celebrated it. We was just with Ra. These are the people who gave me the 50 years. And it's like, damn, you're right. We can't even benefit from the bullshit music. Like, we can't even, we don't got no 501k, 401k that's like, even though it's bullshit, it's all trickling down to the children. It's not even that. We don't got no institution at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's really fucking embarrassing, bro. And it really, that opened my eyes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do better.
Yeah.
With the next 50 years, if we ain't setting up these infrastructures to be able to squeeze the mafia out of this shit the way they did us, then we really didn't learn nothing. You know what I'm saying? Really, you know, I don't know. Like, that's embarrassing.
Nah. You're absolutely right. Because then we're just going in a circle. You're doing the same thing over and over again. You're just in the same space.
Yeah, no way.
That's the definition of insanity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, to continue to do things expecting a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is it. We gotta do, like, salutes to Nas when he sat down and was putting together healthcare
for the OGs, for Herc and them.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, those are things that we need. Like, again, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got two guys in the hip hop industry that actually supposed to have been billionaires, but those are actual assets. Those aren't actually paper. But you know what I'm saying? Those guys and all the numerous guys, you know, around them, we need to put in some infrastructure. We need to put in some things for the people, for the younger people, for the people that right behind you, so that they can implement it for the next generation. And those are the things that's kind of like, yo, we missing it.
I'll fall in line and work for that. Because, like, the same way we be clamoring to get behind bullshit, and I will be an intern for 6 seasons. You know what I mean? Just, you know, for real, we do. For real, for nothing. But I'll fall in line and work for that shit if I know that it means we're going to pass it along and my kids is going to benefit from it. We need to have that much dedication to it. So I hope the people hearing this program is like, you know what? Let me go ahead and put some hours in for the hip-hop future. And I hope we do have people who really do that shit the same way we put in bullshit hours for, I don't know, TikTok or something. You know what I'm saying?
But if these last 5 to 10 years haven't been the prime examples of why this is so needed, you know, look how many, you know, comrades that we've lost. You know, and it used to be surprising almost, but now it's just like, damn, you know, and you know, until we understand that it's a wellness thing and it's the whole avenue of shit that is totally in our control, right? Like, motherfuckers are saying they, you know, oh, I had a heart attack. Motherfucker, you attacked your heart.
Right.
You ain't had no heart attack, nigga. You attacked your own heart. Like, watch what you do. Watch what you consume. Watch where you put yourself. You know, watch the energy that you keep around you. Like, the shit that you control. You know, just be aware of it, because that is the difference in terms of your whole your lifespan and your money, your fucking revenue source. Like, you know, we get bread over here, but at the same time, it's incredibly important to us to shift and change the momentum of wherever we set our foot in, wherever our voice can be echoed in. And so that's why we don't be wasting words and shit. That's why we don't be fucking around with this, you know. And I think because of all of that, it resonates you know, positive vibration, no matter, even if we saying fuck the police and this and that, you gotta listen to the intent behind it. And
that's right.
You like, yeah, fuck the police. That's just what they saying is right.
And I got new words besides fuck the police. I got generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Them is the new words that they don't want us to say. You know what I'm saying? Where is our fucking, like he's saying, that we need the safety, the social safety net. So we told early. I know we talk about partying out every day, but don't do it every day. I know we ball players, and you're probably gonna be broke 5 years after you leave the league, because that's what happens. But we gonna make sure you're not. We're gonna make sure we pool our investments so your safety net is the same as ours, because we both smoke together, all us. Let's build together. Let's make sure we don't fuck ourselves up later. You know, let's stop. You know, all the shit that they don't tell you to do in the other way. But I think as a collective, that's on us to do it. If nobody can't come along and do it, there's gonna be these conversations that say, you know what, I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna go in the house, call my friends, and I'm gonna start the shit without nobody secretly like the homies did. I'm gonna call up the homies, and nobody don't gotta hear about it. But let's save our people. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna see it.
Just see it. Just see it. And that's when it's real.
It's crazy because that's what we was like, yo, we've always sat on the stoop and talked to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody. And the thing about it is we care and we are concerned about all of the things that's going on in the world. Not just about, yo, Pookie down there selling drugs. You know, Bebe just killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, those weren't things that we concerned about. You know, we just got a guy he got 34 felony convictions.
Oh, man.
Possibility of being the next president of the United States of America. We talk about those type of things. You know what I'm saying? We talk about all of those things. And don't, you know, there is no right in killing children. There's no right in killing children. So what's going on in Israel, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to figure that shit out, because you killing children.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So you killing them by the thousands. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You know what I'm saying? There's the Congo. Nobody talks about Congo. Just like they talk about Hitler. You talk about Hitler. Man, what's his name? King, killed all of those. He killed three times the, Leopold. He killed 3 times the amount of, Africans. You don't even talk about that.
Let me tell you, I'm so happy that people are ignited by seeing Palestinians, the need for justice on that side. I just got to say the data, though. And I don't want to compare. I just have to say it, though, because it's happening at the same time. In the Congo, the numbers are atrocious. You know what I mean? The numbers, it's as significant or worse.
It's worse.
And I have to say, the only reason why we're able to put Congo next to Palestine and even talk about it is because people give a fuck about Palestine. And I hate it's not choosing one or the other, but realistically, if you're gonna choose like the pop star of the wars, it's the Palestinian war. Why? Because of the oil. Why? Because of the historical conflict. But when it gets to the browner people, we never hear about it. And so, I want to identify Trump. I mean, look, it's awful, and it could be that nigga been a criminal. He was a criminal then. So it's not like we need it. It's not like, oh, I can't believe he got convicted. Oh shit, I figured it out now. He knew he was dirty a long time, right? And before him, the nigga before him was dirty. And I'm talking about the nigga. Before him was dirty. He bombed all over Africa, killed a lot of children with drone bombs, cowardly, in a coward fashion. He did that. And you can't. And then, but the dude before him was a coward. He destabilized Haiti and did a whole bunch of fuck shit all over the world. America has to. It should be. It's a criminal state. You know. So his hands is bloody. No more bloody than a lot of these motherfuckers
else there that they had in the spot before that.
But very bloody. But nonetheless, very bloody. And if today it makes us say, "Damn, I didn't know it could get that bloody." I did. But I'm glad people did.
You know
what I'm saying?
It's opening the eyes out to more people. They seeing what's going on.
Exactly.
You can't avoid but to see him too. He a troll.
Oh, absolutely.
He makes sure you see him.
Absolutely.
Make sure you see him. And while we talking about it, we talk about reparations. You know what I'm saying? And we, of course, you can't put a dollar amount on it because of the different you know, we're all different, and we're gonna view things differently. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, you can't go back to trace who your grandparents were. You know what I'm saying? There's an issue because all of these other ethnicities, these races, they can go back and talk about, yo, you know, my great grandfather owned so and so, or he lived there. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think that we are owed mental health.
Absolutely.
Come on.
No, like every black person in America is due mental health. Right. Like we are due those mental, like that shouldn't even be something you gotta pay for.
That's right.
You should be
that's part of the
afforded.
reparations.
Yes. You should be afforded that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You should be afforded financial education. Like everybody talks about generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? But if you do not have, you know, they say that the ignorance is no excuse for not knowing the law.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they say when you go to court. There's no excuse for not knowing the law. But if I don't know
how to obtain it without, because we don't know, most of us don't even know the minimal things about banking and
financial literacy.
Yes.
So there is an excuse.
You telling me about calculus. You telling me about algebra. You telling me about trigonometry. Yo, tell me what a 401k is in school. Tell me what a pension. And we're not talking about in college.
Yes.
We're talking about in school.
Yes.
Tell me what is a. Tell me what those are so that I can have a better understanding when I'm put in that position.
Yeah. Now this to me is it's a clear agenda. It's not like by happenstance that we forgot that in the footnote in the classroom. Like this is the information. You know, the same reason why they want us not to learn how to read was because we was gonna get hip to it. And so this ain't done by. It's not an accident that we don't know this information. You know, it's on us to gather it, arm ourselves, and get up on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can expect my oppressor to come with them keys and unlock my own chains. I got to probably do it myself.
Oh yeah.
We say it's the low hanging fruit. Like the things that you can obtain and figure out for yourself, get on it. You know what I mean? Like don't wait to fuck around. And these things, how you eating, who you associating with, I'm telling you, the vibration of it is not. This is no accident in terms of where we place ourselves and how we attract what we attract. You know, so you know. And feel away, you know, feel away if the shit ain't coming around, you know, start really penciling out why. Yeah. And get your shit together, you know what I mean? Yeah. Most of the time we in our own way, you know what I'm saying? We in our own way. Yeah. And right now the whole system's in our way on top of that. So you gotta fucking know, get the fuck out your own way at least, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, fuck it. We more valuable than we know. And if anything, I think people need to know that. I don't think people understand that we can govern ourselves or that we can make decisions for our community that are good for ourselves, or we can just use common fucking sense. You know what I mean? We don't have to be a Democrat or a Republican. And, you know, no disrespect if you are that, but you don't just gotta just be that. You know what I'm saying? Like people think it's just part of your genetic family line. Well, my daddy was, so here I go. Like, what about thinking for ourselves or creating something new? And I hope that's what people think. Two options ain't never been a fucking enough. Come on, imagine that. Like 2 options to eat, 2 options of chicks, 2 options of smoke, 2 options of movies. I mean, just any basic set chicks.
Options, yeah, you gotta have options.
Oh Lord,
you gotta have options.
There's gotta be some flavor. Right.
I heard about it. Hey, look, I'm just saying. It was like this. It's grown folk business. Grown man talk. You gotta be diverse in your formula. Yeah. And you know, and hopefully, you know, inspirationally, you know, there's options for you. You know, like. Because that's the problem too. A lot of times it'd be hard to move because you ain't inspired, and I understand that. You know, we talk about like mental health. Us as black men, especially, we don't check in enough. You know, and understand each other. You could be depressed and shit. Don't even realize you got a whole thing on your back because you don't realize you literally depressed. Depression is the real motherfucking thing. I want to tell black men that. You know, like. You know, you find yourself in a fragile state, you know, real, you know, insecure about movement. You
you gotta understand, you may be depressed. You know, you may need somebody just to shoot the shit with, just like how y'all doing this right here. It becomes super important, man. Like for us to sharpen each other at all times. You know, a lot of times we don't do that for each other. So
this is mental health.
It's still new for us, though. I feel like reaching out to one another and the whole mental health situation, us getting the understanding of it and being like, and telling your homie, yo, I need somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
All that shit's still new for us.
Or telling yourself what's better than you. Baby.
Exactly.
Yourself.
Exactly.
You know what used to supplant that was we just used to smoke weed together. And realistically, I can't lie, you know, we would just blow it down. I think many ways, I think people should couple, you know, cannabis and sessioning, or they call it out west, they call it sessions. I think, you know, when we're doing that, I think we should like have the tools to input like a cognizant like check-in, mental health check-in, because that's what we actually do and what we've been doing for years, even if it's just sitting around and quiet for a second, because we know over there is chaos, or like, you know, sometimes it do get deep. We do talk over this spliff, which has been a great uniter. And so, you know, if you don't smoke, I get it. But I do want to say that the mental health and wellness and cannabis do in many ways go hand in hand. And, you know, I think that's why we've been proponents of cannabis. I want to bring that to the conversation because also as it relates to...
we was going to go there, baby. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We was going to go there.
Of wellness, you know, because we're talking wellness, but I do say that's what brings me, not just recreational use, and because we know that it really is a plant that's used for medicine. That this is a medicinal plant. Whether you try to hold it in another regard or not, that it cannot be denied that this place, even though the government won't allow us to really do the measurements that we need to take on the plant because it's not legal yet. It's not scheduled in the right place because of some bureaucracy. We recognize it, have recognized it as that, and we also recognize it as our rightful place.
The numbers on melanin is crazy.
You know how much it is an ounce?
How much is it an ounce?
It's more than gold.
It's more than yes.
An ounce of melanin
That's
is more than gold.
That's right. That's right.
So much kidnapping.
That's why so many people come up, especially kids especially in the Midwest right now, they don't talk about, but there are a lot of kids of color coming up missing.
Of course.
Missing.
This is, man, when you talk about human trafficking, I think it's a front for all of that.
Yeah.
It's all to make sure that they got, you know, the parts and the work that they need to sustain their life. Literally parasiting off of us. Yeah, it's like harvesting the humans, the strong humans.
All of those things in some faction or another, you know, especially.
It's wicked.
It's wicked.
It's wicked. It's pretty. And it sounds far-fetched, right? Don't it really sound far-fetched?
Right there. Ain't it the same thing they were talking about the Queen? How they got a family out there that they was doing the blood transactions. You know what I'm saying? Transfusions, not transfusions. That she would get blood constantly from a family, so that she would always, you know, she's gone now. But you know what I'm saying?
Vampire shit.
Yeah,
like real vampire shit. Some real vampire shit, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, it sounds wild when we speak of it in these terms, but again, like you said, today, everything should be on the table. Especially when you got a dude who just down the street got paid his side hoe to not get told the truth on, but still became the president and called 34 counts on that. And gonna be the president again. I'm 100% positive that we're gonna see the return of that guy, and in a more in you know, dramatic form. I think people should study Hitler early. He was very charismatic. You know what I'm saying? He was really cool. He knew how to make shit. You know, there was Hugo Boss suits that they wearing. If anybody don't know, those Hugo Boss. Anybody don't know that cars they was driving was Volkswagens. You know what I'm saying? Those are real. We still drive them. You don't think this nigga could really start a regime? Like, it could really happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit could live on for hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? You know?
He's not orange top. He's not even charismatic. But you know what he is
to his people.
What he is he's honest.
Yeah, he's direct. He's direct.
The cracker's honest.
Give it to them direct.
He's honest, and that's something that they haven't seen publicly, and he represents the best of the trailer trash white man in America.
No, but I gotta say, there's a lot of black people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know. And if anybody here is gonna vote for Trump, it's okay. I'm for real. I don't mind if that's what people think anywhere around us. For real, I've seen it all. I'm not that kind of person. People might think, oh, he's red, black, and green. I promise, I'm not here to fight people who don't believe what I believe. because I'm not fucking with Biden either.
Yeah.
But my God, like, you know, there's a lot of black people. Do you see the shit that happened in the Bronx?
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't know those rappers,
Yes.
but they obviously.
They from out here.
Yeah,
They just came home. They just came home.
No, I don't know them rappers.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, man, like, them was some cheesing ass black folks up there, happy to be beside that motherfucking white man.
Yeah.
I mean, white black folk in all their glory. But not just them. I'm talking about the full of the people who I seen in the crowd.
Yeah.
It was just all brown people.
Yeah.
So that means that this ideology has won over a good some of our people. And I mean, look, y'all can come out. Y'all can come out. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I decided to bring them people.
Yeah.
I get them. They social media big, so I bring them. Thousands of them gonna come.
Might get a vote or two off.
Yeah, because you know what happens
Might get a vote off of them quick.
when you don't educate the younger folk. When you don't educate the younger folk on things that have happened to us, and these guys, you know, they don't have no sense of self. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit down and you put somebody in front of them, and of course, you know, it always come with the other thing. You know what I'm saying? They say money is the root of all evil. You sit down and put those things in front of people, you know, there's a lot of morals, integrity that don't come in.
30 days, he up there with the president.
But again,
you're right.
This is with the ex-president. You up there with the ex-president? I'm sure it came with something.
You out on bail.
It came with something.
Like you beat.
But again, it came with something.
Trying to get that part.
It came with something.
Same thing on the first time.
Yeah.
On the first go round.
Yeah.
Wayne was co-signing for that
Wayne was doing it.
Well, look, a lot of people did, and you know, rest in peace, Young Dolph. He was with him too, and I wasn't, and I hated these people to do that for him. But I do need to know what the line is. So if this man come up here and give us $1,000 each, and it could happen, right? Will we be down? I think a lot of us would. If I would say, hey,
how bad you need a G? No.
I think a lot of people would be down.
People was acting with that 1200 they was getting.
I do think people would be down. And if we could be that easily bought, it's
people were lying and jumping over, killing the
that's 1200.
I really need to know that, and me just as a social scientist, like I need to know, because it's like I'm planning my next moves, and if we surrounded by that, I need to know, because I'm okay with it if we could be bought, but I'm not gonna be standing around for this shit. I will refuse to be a sheep led to the slaughter. Y'all could go. I'm not gonna take that 1,000.
Well, think about it. Well,
take his 1,000 and don't vote for him.
If it come in the mail, without me having to, if it just come in the mail,
if it comes, let's keep it a buck. Before JFK, though, most black folk were Republicans.
That's right. It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
The Republican Party stood for black values.
You know what I'm saying?
At that point.
Yes. So you know what I'm saying? Some of these people, I don't think it's about, you know what I'm saying, yo, what does a person stand for? It's about party.
It's it.
You know what I'm saying? Because some of these guys, there's no way you're telling me, I don't care if you're Democrat or if you're Republican. There's no way you're telling me either one of these guys is doing right by the people.
None.
At all.
You know they're not. They're dirty.
Even like the best representation.
Motherfucker. And let me tell you, how ill is it that we now identify, and it's cool, I know we have done this for years, but they're like, people's like, yo, he got charges, he got stripes, he with us now, we want us. That's a real mentality? I heard academics say that.
They really
I heard academics say that. Oh, it make me feel like I could vote for him more. I'm just saying. That wasn't no badge of honor. We didn't want to go to jail. Even if we got caught, we didn't want to get caught.
Man. And for that fucking petty.
Are you crazy? I really, anyway, yeah.
But those are, but again, that's why we talk about the integrity, the morals. Some of these guys that's out there with these platforms, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got the reach.
Right.
They just, I mean, you know, they say if you don't have nothing,
the message you put in that.
but not only that, your mama taught you that if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Keep your mouth shut, because you ain't saying nothing nice. You're sitting there going along with whatever he's putting out there because of whatever agenda you can actually
get from it.
Listen, and it's no like, you know, subtly like illusion going on while people like automatically blow up more than another. You know, you talking about certain artists, certain shows. You know, you been around for a couple seconds, now you got the limelight. You know, and you know it's intentionally done, man. And you know we got to understand that. And if you start supporting certain shit, certain motherfuckers, man, what are they into? You know, what you bottom line spending your bread at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who you really support? You know
like he just mentioned, academics. Academics got a big platform.
He does.
Why you think he's saying what he's saying?
Exactly.
Why you think he out there?
I think if we follow the money, it's definitely going to his pocket.
I was about to say,
I think the Republican Party sees him as a pundit that they can use as a platform inside the black community. Clearly, that won't denounce him at all. Now, maybe they might look aside if something funny happened. If he called everybody a nigga, everybody academic might be like, look, that's me. But other than that, he's paid. He's paid to be like, he cool with me. He cool with me. And I mean, I think it's some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? And how do we allow the motherfucking suckers to live in our hood? How do we allow his voice to still have some credence? How is he credible? How is that motherfucker credible? Like the same way people know Al Sharpton was a paid informant for the CIA. Paid. Still on the payroll. Today. I look at him funny every time I see him. I think some people do too from the old school. You know what I'm saying? That funny shit he's still wearing. But my point is, we at least know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know this nigga's on the payroll yet. We at least know. At least some of us did. I might be telling some people now. But it's Googleable. I'm just waiting for this shit to come up on Google for him. Like, please put them niggas on the payroll. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know. You know, they have that actually. After you run a campaign, you have to disclose the people you paid. Gotcha. And so the reason why I know that, and I might tell y'all something, is because in 2020, I was paid by Kanye West's campaign to help him, to consult him for his presidential run. He ain't listen to shit I said. He was surrounded by white people from the Republican Party. he just looked over there at me to do like this, and then he'll do something else.
Kanye, what's up with you?
But look, it's cool. It just let me know. I only was there to get the information, and I got it. I got everything I needed to get. I knew what was gonna happen in the check. I was there. But I do know that afterwards, I got calls from all of them, the New York Times, because they would see my name on their disclosure. So I know academic name. He's gonna be on the fucking Republican Party. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for that. Yeah, DJ Academic. Yeah, 4 million.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah, for real.
Facts.
We got some food for thought for them because they on the
it was in the bag.
We got a doggy bag. We got groceries.
Well, of course, we sit down and we get food for thought.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Okay. This Brooklyn, y'all. You know we got to let Brooklyn.
Since ain't no green,
Gotta let Brooklyn do Brooklyn.
I think they the best drivers in the world.
Hey, man, listen, man, them niggas is the boldest. They the bravest. Because I ain't running into no fight.
And I never
I see they take off a whole front of a van.
And they never get in accidents. I'm saying they know how to swerve it and swerve it.
Man, I've been in the fire before, and I tried to get up out of there. Them niggas was running in the fire.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, nah.
Big up to them dudes.
Yeah.
Big up to them dudes. All right, bro.
We didn't know y'all sizes for t-shirts, but we got those. We got those for y'all coming.
Okay.
So we also
wait, but not only that though, y'all our first guests.
And I see y'all got on the fresh joints too.
No, we make our own shit.
Because again, at the end of the day, we want to push the things that we got going on, because we already know what those big brands do. They ain't coming back to the hood.
That's right.
They ain't giving back to the hood.
That's right. They not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we want to say thank y'all for coming.
Woo!
You know what I'm
not
saying?
only that, y'all our first guest we gave hats.
Oh yeah.
Got a t-shirt. Yes.
So it's 237. No place like home.
No place
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? This is our home.
It's our home.
You know what I'm saying? And we want to welcome y'all. And thank y'all for coming to our home.
This is my home.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And you always welcome.
You're always welcome.
You're always welcome.
I'm right up the
Always
block,
home.
man. I pass this
back.
shit
Come
all
back.
the time, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Always home,
Come
man.
right here.
All you gotta do is say, yo, yo, what up? Blessings.
Thank you, brother.
That's all you got. Yo, I'm here, my nigga.
Yeah, man. I will, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad to see y'all. I'm glad to see y'all doing y'all thing. This is
Thank
so
you.
dope.
No
you know
doubt.
what I mean?
Thank you for that.
Gotta, be inspired by what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? So any way we can help, come back to a rag.
Hey, nah, that's
Get
what's up.
stick in
Yeah.
town. We
Yeah,
all
yeah.
come back. You know what I mean? Do
Yeah, maybe come back around. Like, I know y'all gonna. First of all, I wish you much success.
Thank you.